What is up, Spider Society? So yesterday I saw Across the Spider-Verse and I was just reflecting on it, thinking about the movie after yesterday for the rest of the day, but now I'm ready to share my thoughts on it. Spoilers ahead. If you have not seen the movie and don't want spoilers, do not watch the rest of this vid. First off, the story was great. Everything with Gwen and her dad, Captain Stacy, and Miles and his parents was just great. Classic Spider-Man conflict. The Spot was great. He was revealed as the bagel guy from Into the Spider-Verse. And it was revealed that he brought the spider in that bit Miles, and Miles technically created him, so they created each other. And I was spot on. But I knew with the Spot's arc that he'd be goofy and silly at first, but then become so tired of being treated like a joke that he'd just become angry and menacing, and that's exactly what happened, which is a great arc for him in my opinion. But this man is literally a Thanos level threat. The fights with the Spot were awesome as well, just a little too jumpy and all over the place for the eyes in my opinion. I gotta mention the animation because it was amazing. I mean, I see why people are calling this the best animated film of all time. All the worlds looked great. Mumbattan was amazing. Gwen's world, beautiful. The way the animation and colors kept shifting, oh my gosh, it was so cool. I heard that Spider-Punk alone, just him, took 2 years to create. That is crazy, but it definitely paid off because he looks amazing in the film. So yeah, animation, 11 out of 10. Now let's talk about some of the characters. I think Spider-Punk has to be my favorite out of the new Spider-Man because he was just so awesome. His vibe, his animation, he was just so sick. The way he kept going in and out of color was really cool and unique. There was a close-up shot of him too, and you could see like little words or sentences on his body like he'd been ripped straight from a newspaper or a comic. Yeah, Spider-Punk's animation was definitely my favorite, and the fact that they spent 2 years creating him means that they wanted him to stand out, and he definitely did in my opinion. Spider-Man India was great as well. I love his redesign and his personality and everything about him. He was great. I love how they took these two Spider-Men who in their comic looks just kind of look like OG Spidey suits with accessories, but they completely redesigned them and made them fully their own. And they look 100 times cooler than their comic counterparts in my opinion. So cool. I wanted to talk about them first because they're my two favorites out of the new band, but everyone else was great as well. Jessica Drew Spider-Woman was cool. 2099 was menacing. You would not want to mess with this dude. Our boy Ben Reilly, the Scarlet Spider, was here. His look was so perfect. He's a little bit goofier and sillier dialogue-wise than I thought he'd be, but I still loved him. Peter as a dad was so wholesome. I'm so glad that we finally have a grown-up dad Spidey in other media than the comics, because usually they stray away from doing anything but high school and college Spidey stuff. It's really nice to see our hero grown up with a family he can settle down with and be happy for once. And Mayday is adorable, bro. Miles and Gwen were great, the romance was great. Yeah, all the main characters were great. And now what you guys have probably been waiting for, the cameos, the returns. I'm going to try to get them all, but there was a lot, so let me go over them. I'm going to get these out of the way, but the Armadillo and Grizzly showed up. I mean, putting those D-list Spidey villains was definitely for true fans. He didn't show up, but you see Doc Ock's arms coming out of that portal and you hear Alfred Molina's "Hello, Peter." Oh my gosh. The biggest villain cameo though had to be the Prowler played by Donald Glover. That caught me so off guard. It was so cool and confirms that he became Prowler in the MCU. Our boys Toby and Andrew show up in reused footage, but still it's awesome to see them and know their stories are canon to this Spider-Verse. Spider-Man PS4 showed up and had a quick line. You would have thought he'd be in it more with how much he was in the promotional stuff, but still great to see him. 60s Spider-Man showed up for a quick second, that was great. Also, Spider-Man Unlimited, he didn't have any lines though, that sucks. I was really hoping Reno Romano would return to voice him. He's one of my favorite Spidey voice actors. Lego Spidey was so good. It's so funny how Miguel said, "You're one of our best." And the very big return of the spectacular Spider-Man. I am so glad he returned and had a line. It was so good to hear Josh Keaton in the theater. I just wish we got more. Like, how can you bring back Josh Keaton, the GOAT, and not have a lot of him? But I am so grateful that he even showed up at all and even had a line. And they could bring him back for Beyond the Spider-Verse, who knows? Overall, the movie was so great and such a fun experience. There are things I wish there was more of, like more PS4 and Spectacular. I really wish Tass and Tanas Spidey showed up. But it doesn't make it any less good for me. I had so much fun with all the Easter eggs and appearances we did get. Spidey fans, you have to see this movie. I hope you guys enjoyed my review of Across the Spider-Verse. If you did, please like and subscribe. And comment your thoughts on Across the Spider-Verse down below. Last but not least, don't forget to hit the post notification bell so you won't miss any Unlimited Spidey vids. This has been Unlimited Spidey swinging across the Spider-Verse. Be sure to swing by next time.